Good morning. Happy Monday. All right, welcome to the weekly Fit and Fierce exercise class. And today we're going to be doing a core circuit. And the reason why we do a circuit class because you don't want to be doing things for way too long because that's no fun. But we are going to be doing Tabata, which means 20 seconds of work with a 10-second break in between for transition and a little bit of break. And I will be giving you 2 exercises. So that means we do everything 4 times versus 8 times. All right. And the reason why we strengthen a core, especially in this modern day that we live in, where we're doing a lot of sitting, looking, right? That all that sitting actually does give you, for a lot of people, some back problems. And what people don't realize is this, the muscle that we typically try to train is, it's important to train them all or to strengthen them all, but is this transverse abdominis, which basically looks like a big thick belt that wraps around from one end of the spine all the way around. It wraps around to the back. Now, this muscle, however, does work on a very low grade level. So as I'm standing here, my abs are actually engaged, and so are yours. Not just me, but you too. And but typically it's because we're unaware of that engagement, but it's a very low engagement. And this is also the deepest layer of, it's not the deepest, but it's one of the deeper layers of the abdominal muscles, a transverse. So we're going to be working with working out the strengthening the transverse, the obliques, internal, external obliques, which allows us to twist and turn this way. And then we have the famous 6-pack that everybody wants, right? That's the, I can't remember what it's called, but that allows you to flex, okay? So those are the 4, there's other muscle groups as well, but those are predominantly the muscle groups that we're gonna be working out. So let's get started. Let's start with a warm up first, okay? So I want you to stand with your legs hip width apart, shoulders back and down. We're gonna hip hinge. So make sure, if you look at me here, my head is in alignment with my spine. That's what we call neutral spine, and that's what we always want to maintain. So I want to take a nice big inhale first, exhale into a cat, inhale into a cow. So we're getting some flexion and extension here with our spine. And it's important to get a little warm up here, especially if you just woke up. Did you just wake up? Reach those shoulder blades down away from those ears. I want you to reach your collarbone up towards the ceiling and reach your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And inhale here and exhale here. Good. Inhale. So you want to get that flexion extension more through the upper spine and less around the low back, because that's really not where we need the extension. We all need more extension through the upper spine because we're all like this. Right? Keep going. Let's go. Inhale and go as slow as you like or as quick as you need to. And exhale. Just make it feel good. Inhale. And then as you extend, I want you to push those shoulders down. I want you to maintain a nice long neck and spine. And then come back to neutral. Make sure your head is in line with the rest of your spine. I want you to open up the one side. And again, this is another, and I'm going to show it to you this way. This is another spinal twist, but more with the upper spine. So I'll show it to you here. You can see that the rotation, you want to try to come from the upper spine versus the lower spine. Yeah, let's do one more on each side. Open up, reach for the stars, come back to center, and open up the other side. Good, come back to center. Come on up, roll those shoulders. Okay, let's just get started because we're going to incorporate the warm up into the workout. Okay, so you're gonna hear beeps and you can't miss it. Okay, so let me show you the first 2 exercises. All right, so you can be sitting on your seat, legs nice and relaxed. You can have it fully extended or up here, it just depends on the person. I want you to hinge from the hips. Okay, so that means my spine is straight. You don't want a letter C, I want a letter V. Okay, you don't want to be arching your back. You just want a nice long straight spine. And see, look at my head. It's neutral, it's not looking down at the floor, and it's certainly not looking up at the ceiling. Eyes are always on the horizon, okay? So you're gonna interlace your fingers, and you're just gonna rotate your spine from side to side, okay? So you see my shoulders coming around. It's less about the hands and more about the rotation in those shoulders. All right, so that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, and I always give lots of options because options are good. All right, so reverse curls. Your hands are going to be down at your side with your palms facing up. Longer your lever, which are your legs, the harder it is. the more bent it is, the easier it is. So pick your poison, and you're gonna add a little momentum and try to get those hips up off the floor. It's okay to have a little swing. Just make sure your legs are not straight and coming all the way to the floor. You just want to come down low enough that you get some momentum and get those hips up off the floor. The key to that exercise is not to let your hips come crashing down onto your mat. You want to resist. All right, so those are your 2 exercises. Let's start with those twists. I'm going to move my camera down. Ready in 3, 2, 1, and go. Go, go, go. Yep. You can add weights later, but let's at least get 1 set in because this is kind of the warm-up. And you can keep your head straight, especially if you get dizzy. I had just a little too much turmeric the other day, so I'm a little dizzy today. Actually, it was yesterday. Good. Rotate your shoulders. Keep your head straight. Open up your chest. Eyes are on the horizon. We got 3 seconds. You got 2 and 1. Lie on your back. Where's my voice here? Where does she go? There we go. All right, ready, set, reverse curl, go. Try to keep your arms relaxed. That means when your arms are relaxed, your chest is relaxed, which means you're not digging your hands into the floor. And time, come on up. There's my beep, okay? Back to the twist. And if you're watching this on replay, please let me know. Say replay. Open up your chest, interlace those fingers, and rotate. Feel your shoulders come around the front. Yeah, keep your head straight, especially if you get dizzy. That's no fun. And keep that chest open. If you can't reach the floor, that's okay. It's not about reaching the floor. It's about the rotation. Yes, keep going. Keep going. And time. All right, lie on your back. Okay, so we are on to bottom of round 2. If you want to add weights for round 3, you go right ahead. Option here, you can have your arms up in the air. Exercise. And do some reverse curl. So less swinging, harder. More momentum or more swinging, easier. Yeah, try not to push those hands into the mat. Use those abs. Yes. 1 more. You got time. Add time. All right. If you got some weights you want to use, go right ahead and use them. Sitting up nice and tall, roll your shoulders back and down. Hip hinge from the waist. Exercise. From the hips. And interlace those fingers. Yeah, see if you can reach a little wider, see what that feels like, because it's all about, exercise is all about exploring the body. What does each exercise feel like? Which muscle group are you engaging, right? 1 more, and time. All right, where are we? Bottom of 3. Okay, legs up in the air, arms at your side, palms facing up, or up in the air this way. Exercise. Yeah, see how I can bend my legs? Bend your legs if you need to. Yes, there you go. And try not to let those hips come crashing down. If you want to make it more challenging, keep your hips suspended in the air as long as possible. Keep going. 1 more. And time. Okay, last pair. Last pair. All right, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back and down, eyes are on the horizon. Hinge from the hips, interlace those fingers, and go. Keep that chest nice and proud. You want to keep that chest open. In terms of your spine, you don't need to go that far back. Somewhere between 1 and 2 o'clock tops. Like if you see me, I'm not even at 2 o'clock here, right? And I can feel my obliques engaging. It's not about how far you go, it's what is it that you are feeling and time. All right, lie on your back. 1 leg up, the other leg up. Pick your option with your arms, pick your option with your legs, and feel free to change those options along the way because, you know what? Like I said, options are good. Exhale up, inhale down. Try not to let your hips come crashing. If this is too much, you can bend those legs, and bring them into your chest even more, this way. More like a curl and time. There you go. There is your first round. Workout reset. Yeah, workout reset. Okay, exercise number 2, or round number 2 more like. We're gonna do some roll up toe touches and I'll give you some options here as well. You're gonna lie on your back, arms over the head. You're gonna curl up, then bring the leg and touch your toe, touch your knee, touch your shin, grab it onto your leg, either or. Okay, and then you do the other leg. Okay, so farther you reach, the harder it is. Okay, straighter the leg, the harder it is. You can't reach onto those toes, that's okay. You can touch your shins, touch your knees, or you can grab onto your leg, okay? Those are some options. The other option is to just curl up and then slowly curl back down. And with this exercise, to make it easier, the harder you swing your arms, the easier it is. So you're creating some momentum to help you get yourself up, okay? So that's option number 2. Option number 3, you can just do some bicycles this way. All right? So with this exercise, it's important to come up first, then bring the leg in, okay? What you don't want to do is do this first because it'll be very hard to get yourself back up, okay? So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, let's come into a plank hold, okay? So your plank hold, I want your arms to be parallel, okay? No hand holding, no hand holding. All right, so you're down here, you can be on your knees, you can be up on your toes straddling the mat, or you can be here with your legs straight, okay? The key here is to feel your shoulder bones are in line with your hip bones. So let's have a look here. Are my hip bones in line with my shoulder bones? No. Are my hip bones in line with my shoulder bones? No. Now, are my hip bones in line with my shoulder bones? Yeah, pretty close, pretty close. Are my hip bones in line with my shoulder bones? Yes, okay? The idea with the plank is to keep those hands apart, hug your belly button in, and hug your rib cage in, okay? Keep those shoulders back and down. You want a long neck and spine, no head hanging. Because you know what that looks like? It looks like this. That's not what we want. Okay, where's my clock? Here it is. All right, ready? Roll up alternating toe touches. They give you lots of options to play with. And I will go over them again.
Starting your top without
ready?
Get ready.
Yeah.
Exercise.
And you can touch your toe. Touch your shin or your knee. Grab onto your knee. As an option, make sure you come up first before the leg comes up. All right, or you can do some bicycles. All right, that's too much. Keep going, and time. All right, turn yourself over into a plank. It's a low plank. That means you are on your forearms. Just get those forearms as parallel as possible. Walk your knees back. If you want to be on your toes, just lift up onto your toes. Shoulders back and down. Look towards the top edge of the mat. Suck your stomach in. Suck your rib cage in. Push down into the mat with your forearms. Good. Look forward. Look forward. Suck your stomach in. Squeeze those glutes for me. And time. All right. Turn yourself over. Lie on your back. Remember those options? Pick one. And go.
Exercise.
That's it. Make sure you come up first. Then touch your leg. If you want to do a knee hug, that's fine. It's all about options. And there's nothing wrong with taking options. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You know why? Because you're not me.
Rest.
All right, turn yourself over. Plank. Okay, if that bothered your back, you need to come down onto your knees. Or you can hold it as long as you can and then come down onto your knees. Okay, like I said, options are good. Press down, look forward, squeeze those glutes, tuck your belly in, hug your ribs in, and hold it there. Hold it there. Squeeze everything. Squeeze everything. Push your shoulders down, squeeze those armpits. And time. Turn yourself over. Yeah, totally different way of planking, right? Does it feel harder? Yes. But it only feels harder because we're actually engaging the right muscles, right? Because a lot of times when we do the plank, everybody's got their hands, they're holding onto their hands, and you know what that does? Take a guess. It works your shoulders. One more, and time.
Yes.
Yeah, right? When you see that, everybody's shoulders are hunched forward. That's what we do all day long. That's no fun, okay? All right, and come on up into a plank. Pick your option. If you want to make it different, go ahead and make it different. Give it a try, and you can always just take another option. I don't want to say digress because, no, it's not digressing. It's called picking options that work for you. Keep holding to that plank. Squeeze those glutes. Look forward. Squeeze those armpits. Tuck your belly and hug your ribs in. And time. All right, turn yourself over. Last pair. See how much fun we're having? Hey, and if you're on with me live, please let me know who you are.
Exercise.
say hello. Say hello. Because you know what? Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, right? Keep going. Keep going. Couple more. Okay, time.
Rest.
All right, turn yourself over. Okay, ready? Forearm plank. Get those hands apart. They should look like letter L's or letter ones.
Exercise.
And pick your options, shoulders back and down. Look forward, squeeze those glutes, hug your belly in, hug your rib cage in. Push down on that mat. Feel your whole body engaging. Are your abs firing? My abs are firing like crazy here. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze those glutes. Both of them. And time. All right. Hey, you know what? We're done. There we go.
Workout reset.
9:16. Okay, let's do some. You know what's important when we do abs is also doing those hips, right? So let's do a little bit of hip work. And I want you to engage your abs at the same time. So what does that look like? I'll show you. You're going to be down on the mat. Heels kind of, you don't want them too close, and you don't want them too far, okay? It should be comfortable. And you'll know as soon as you start moving, and everybody's different because everybody has different leg lengths. That's it, okay? So it should be comfortable. I want your feet nice and wide, and I want your toes pointing forward, the outside edges of your feet on the inside edge of the mat. Okay, you're gonna peel the knees apart, and when you peel your knees apart, you can kind of feel those hips engaging right here. You're gonna have your arms at your side with your palms facing up, so this way we're not gripping onto the mat and keeping that upper body nice and relaxed. You're gonna inhale first, and as you exhale, I want you to press your hips up, and I want you to tuck your belly button in. So it's inhale, exhale, tuck your belly in, inhale, release. And I want you to think about pushing your knees away from you. Okay, I've got a wall here in front of me. I want you to reach my knees away. I want you to press your hips up. When you look down, your ribs are tucked in. Okay, so there's no back arching because that's no fun. Exhale, tuck your belly in, squeeze those glutes. Almost like you're tucking your bum under, reaching your knees away from you. Okay, and keeping those knees wider. So this way you're engaging your abs, you're engaging your glutes, and you're engaging your hips. All right, so that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, let's do some single, well, let's do some, let's turn over onto your side, okay? We're gonna do a side plank. So you're down on your forearms here. Actually, this is gonna be the first no, okay, don't worry, I'll fix this. Okay, so your forearm, your elbow is on the mat. Your heels are in line with your bum, okay? Shoulders are back, so your shoulders are in line with those hips. You're gonna inhale, exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. So the tension is down here in the hip, down in the armpits. So you're working the lower side here of these obliques and the bottom hip, okay? So if you look at me here, my neck is not at my shoulder. I want you to push down nice and long. Think long lines, all right? If this bothers your neck looking forward, I want you to look down. So it's inhale, lower, exhale, lift. So we're gonna do this first. We're gonna do one side, we're gonna do the other side, and then we're gonna do that third exercise, which is the glute bridge, okay? So let me get that timer on. Do you guys get that? We're gonna do this first. Here we go. Side planks.
Starting your tap it out workout.
Ready.
Get ready. Exercise.
And go heels in line. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. If that's too easy, okay, you can lengthen your leg. Keep going. If you want to make it even harder, you can scissor your legs. And the last option would be to have your feet stacked on top of one another.
Rest.
And time. Let's flip ourselves over. Okay? Oftentimes when I share this exercise with my ladies, when we're doing a long one, with the legs extended, the hip is too far back and the shoulder's too far forward. So you want to push the hip forward and push the shoulder back. And the key here is to have a nice long line. It should be straight, as if you were in standing position. Keep going. You got 5 seconds. Lower and lifting. Yeah.
Rest.
And time. Yeah, you can always make it more challenging by doing it, making your shape look better, okay? It's not necessarily about the shape, but the shape also allows you to engage the proper muscles. Inhale, exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. Good. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. This way, Your back stays supported. Your low back, keep going. Push down on that forearm, bottom arm,
Rest.
and time. All right, did I mess up there? I think I did. Anyways, let's just go switch side to side. I totally messed up. Too much talking. And go.
Exercise.
Next one, we'll do the glute bridge. I totally messed up. See, too much talking. That's what happens when you talk to yourself too much. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, I want you to hold it at the top. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. One more. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. Okay, let's lie on your back. All right, hopefully this will all work itself out. Okay, toes pointing forward. Inside edge of the feet on the mat.
Exercise.
Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Reach those knees away from you. Hug your rib cage in and tuck your bum under as you lift and get those knees nice and wide so you feel all around the hips into those lower abs. Keep going. One more. And
Rest.
time. Okay, back to the first side. Side plank. Okay, so if you're taking the harder option, it's important that when you look down, you're
Exercise.
in complete alignment. Okay, you want that hip forward. Lower, inhale, exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Hold it. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower, keep going. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. One more, guys, and time.
Rest.
Yeah, it's really important not just to be moving. You want to feel that muscle engagement, and that's why I have you guys holding it at the top of your range. And go.
Exercise.
Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. Feel the difference? Yeah, now you can feel I can feel my obliques working. I can feel my bottom hip working, and then lower. And of course, my lower abdominals here, right? So that's why it's important to always pause at the top. Not always, but pause at the bottom.
Rest.
Kind of go, oh, that's what I'm doing. It's supposed to just moving. All right, where are we? Last glute bridge. See, told you it would all work itself out. And go.
Exercise.
Exhale, lift, push those knees away, tuck your bum under, suck your stomach in. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. Feel your hips. Feel those glutes. Feel those lower abs. Keep going. That's it. One more here, ladies. Squeeze and hold it. And time. Good. There is your 8 rounds. See, I told you it would all
Workout reset.
work itself out. Okay, we're going to do another plank exercise, okay? We're going to add a little rotation. It's going to be in a low plank. Okay, so let me show you the exercise. So you are down here on the mat. Arms are parallel. Give you some options here on your knees. Knees are a little bit wider apart. And I want you to think about squeezing those glutes together. I'm going to inhale, exhale, lift and open, inhale, low. Exhale, lift and open, inhale, low. Okay, so it's not a complete rotation where my hips open up. You want to keep those hips pointing forward because when you squeeze those glutes, it's going to limit how far you come up, but you're going to feel those obliques engaging here and then come back down, okay? So when we do this one, be mindful that we're not looking down, not letting our head hang. You want to always make sure that your eyeballs are at the top, looking at the top edge of the mat, and your shoulders are, your neck and shoulders are nice and long. You don't want to be here, right? How does that look? Not very comfortable. Does this look better? Yes, it certainly does. Okay, so that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we are going to be on our backs, all right? And I'll give you some options here. It's a reverse hold, I call it a boat hold, okay? So I'll give you some lower half options and then top half options. The full exercise is here, okay? Dropping the legs, arms go back, lifting the chest, and it's all about pressing your waistband into the mat. Okay, if you feel your waistband peeling from the mat, then you need to modify or you need to press that waistband down. It's a hold, okay? So the options for the arms and legs are this. Okay, so the straighter the leg, the harder it is. The lower the leg, the harder it is. Okay, so to make it easier, you can stay up here or you can bend your legs and lower a little bit. Either way, you're still pressing that waistband. Options with the arms. You can be here, hands behind your head, both of them, interlacing those fingers. Option 2, having one arm down here and pressing your waistband. Option 3, here. Option 4, start sliding those arms back. When you slide the arms back, doesn't mean your head goes back. It's like you stay curled and you bring those arms back. You hear my voice? Yeah, it's pretty tough. Okay, so make sure it works for you. It's bothering your lower back. Adjust yourselves. Okay, what was the first exercise? Plank opens. Are you ready? Plank opens. Last round of exercises here. Ready?
Starting your tap it out workout.
Down on
Get
your
ready.
forearm.
Exercise.
Squeeze those glutes. Inhale, exhale, open. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. Tuck your belly in. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. Tuck your belly in. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. Tuck your belly in. Yeah, looking forward towards the top edge of your mat. Suck your stomach in.
Rest.
And time. All right, both hold. Okay, so pick your option with this one. You want to feel your waistband. You want to get rid of all the space in your low back, pressing
Exercise.
into the mat. Okay, so you could be here. Yep, this is work too. Keeping your chin tucked in. Look at hair in my eyes there. There we go. Okay, this is bothering you, bothering your neck. Take one hand behind your head. And you can take the other arm up over your head and see what that feels like. Oh yeah.
Rest.
And time. Turn yourself. I felt it all on my right side because my left hand was behind my head. Right? So it's all about exploring. Back to that plank open.
Exercise.
Make sure your hips are in line with those shoulder blades. Okay? Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale. Feel those obliques kind of stretching and opening up. Good, tuck that belly button in here, guys.
Rest.
And time. All right, turn yourself over. Back to that plank hold. Waistband into the mat. If you get a low back problem, you need to be like here and just focus on pressing your waistband in. Right? Even here feels like work. I can feel it right now. And you can have your head down on the mat if you like, or try the other side. Oh, I think it was this way. Yeah, it was this way. I felt this all on my left side here. Pressing that waistband in. Keep holding, keep holding.
Rest.
And time. All right, roll yourself up. Turn yourself over. Back into that plank. Forearms parallel, or as parallel as they can be.
Exercise.
And go open and close. Open. Feel your body. And not just think about moving. Engage the muscles that we're trying to get, those obliques. Exhale, lift. Inhale, close. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. One more. And time.
Rest.
Okay. Bottom of round 3. Back to that plank hold. Yeah, it's all about making these little micro adjustments to ensure that you're engaging the right muscles
Exercise.
and not hurting yourself. Staying safe. Yeah, like even this. Right? Tucking the chin in. I'm looking at my kneecaps. Think about pressing, regardless of where your arms and legs are. Focus on tucking your tail and pressing your waistband into the mat. Good, hold it, keep holding, keep holding. And time. All right, turn yourself over. Where are we? Last pair. Oh yeah, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Ready? Last set of these planks.
Exercise.
Feel your hips in line with your shoulders. Okay, if the plank opens are too much, that's okay. You can just continue to hold this plank. Push down on those elbows. Push down on those elbows. Good. Keep that belly button in. Looking forward. Squeeze those glutes. One more.
Rest.
And time. Turn yourself over. All right, ladies. Are you ready? Pick your option. Last one.
Exercise.
Yep, you can hold onto those legs if you want to. Focus on pressing your waistband. Tuck that chin even tighter so you don't get that neck pain. Keep those shoulders down. Yes. Change your option. If you just want to focus on the legs, you can. Tuck that belly in.
Rest.
And time. There you go. There are
Workout
your
reset.
8 rounds. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed that this morning, and I will see you next Monday for an exercise lab. All right. Have a great week. Bye for now.